Good morning. We're back here, episode 16, SHRALP Stories. I'm gonna go surf. Since we last SHRALPed, Gino got a new surfboard, blunt nose Infinity. And then I got 3 different surfboard builders. I'm psyched to try all of them, but there hasn't really been waves. Board number 1. This is probably the best surfboard I've ever ridden in my entire life. It's a 510 Timmy. I think he's gonna call it the Alley Rat. It's basically a standard shorty, minimal single concave throughout the whole board to pretty flat out the tail. A little hip right here in the middle of the fin. Super fast, super drivey, super flowy, just like borderline too easy to surf. So this is board number 1 because this is my base. I know this board works really well. Then I've ridden this board one time. This is a board from Mo, from UsedSurf. It's a cherry bomb. Concave is a little bit less exaggerated in it. Now the fins are a little different on both of these boards, all 3 of these boards actually. On the Timmy I'm riding Merrick fins that Timmy foiled down. Then these fins are Timmy fins. They're shorter, stubbier. Third board is an Infinity. I told Dave Bainey to make a board that he would have made for Jeff Rack back in the day. Something like that, 6'1", 6'3s. I'm excited to try this. This is gonna be the first go on it. Maybe a little thin, which could be sick, but I don't know. I'm gonna go into it with no expectations and just surf it, stand on it, and feel it. Best way to do it. So I rode that Timmy board first. I don't know if you could tell, it's really flowy and just so easy to do anything. Now granted, the waves weren't great. I didn't land many turns or anything, but the board just felt super connected and just turned really well and did little punts and stayed under my feet when I wanted it to. So now I'm gonna get the Infinity out, the little blade, and go see if I can put it on rail. Waves are tricky, pretty bouncy, it's kind of windy, really crowded, a lot of groms. But I'm gonna go see if I can pick out some differences. I took the Infinity out the second go after the Timmy, just so I had a good base of like what I know it's supposed to feel like. I wanted to kind of get a feel of the waves before I rode a new board. Then I can't sit here and be like, oh, it's the waves that are shit or whatever, you know, it's either me or it's the board. Taking out one of the variables at least. First surf, first go, that board works so good. I was so stoked. And I was really surprised too. Did a little wrap. It was super connected, super drivey, didn't catch in the nose, stayed afloat, paddled pretty good. Felt like it kind of pushed water maybe a little bit. I don't know. Sometimes boards got it and sometimes they don't. And that one, I think, has got it. For what this was and what I just did, I was so stoked. A very, very good surfboard builder. Dave Bainey, Dan Bainey, legends. Timmy, legends. Maurice Agnello, legend. Got a better read on the waves. It's time to give the cherry bomb a go. And I like this one. I've ridden it a couple times so far, but still feels a little funky. So I'm gonna go see if I can like pick out exactly what I don't like. Well, that was a successful demo day. I'm tired. Tried to do 45 minutes on each board, give them each a fair go. I think all three of them work good. We'll catch up in the lot and I'll break down kind of what happened with this thing. There's little things that could be changed on this cherry bomb. Always room for improvement, right? Okay, rode all three boards, each one for about 45 minutes. Trying to give them each like a fair go, all at the same place, same wave, same time. I rode Timmy first because that's Old Faithful. I love my Timmys. He's been working with me since I was a little kid. Shaped the first surfboard that I ever rode, actually. This is the latest thing that he's came out with. There's a flat spot in it, and he took the flat spot being here to here, he took it and put it back here to here, in between your 2 feet. So when you're standing and you're centered over that flat spot, it kind of feels nice and drivey, and like you still have the kick out the tail so that you can get turns going off the bottom and have a good line on your turn, but you have that good flat spot in between your feet to like plane and trim during the flat parts of the wave or when you're not moving very much. And the second board I rode was the Infinity, which is a super bladey, rockered out, high performance shortboard. I asked Dave Maney to make me what he would have made Jeff Brack, 10 years ago. Man, the thing worked good. It paddled okay. Like at first I think I was a little too far back on it, so I scooted up. Kind of started paddling a little better, which was nice, but it felt super drivey, super responsive. Didn't need to like milk it to get speed, it just had speed, it had the flow. Like I could get progressive on it. Paired it with the Almeric Large from Sure Ames. This chopped foils, the cherry bomb. It seemed like there was something weird going on in the front of the board. There was a couple ways that it felt good. It felt like it went fast, which didn't feel super controlled on the turns. So I do think it was good. I'd like to do more like open face carves on it. It seems like it likes to like carve and then it'll get all tight. You lose all your speed. You don't get much like fling out of it. I do think this thing rotates well in the air, and I think that has something to do with its shortness. So I do think this one has good flow, which is nice, but there's things that could be improved, I think. I haven't been around in the shop in a while. We should probably go see if there's any boards. Oh, the Spud, such a sick model. Everybody always really likes the Spud from Timmy. It's like a candy store. There's a lot of boards in here. This is ridiculous. Ooh, coal. Coals are always really sick. That feels like a good board. Dude, this thing's sick. Coal similar. Barely any fisheries. Pretty much brand new. No buckles, no dinghies. Somebody should come buy that before I do. Oh, Runer. Ooh, that does feel good. Runer's such a legend. Good surfboard maker all around. Dude, I really want to try this. I feel like this thing would be kind of fun. Maybe as a twin fin. No way. Dude, this thing is so sick. It's a stonefish. Shane Stoneman. This guy's such a legend in the sport. I've heard really good things about these little fishes. I've heard they're magic. Ooh, a cuddle. Crazy lamb on it. Oh, Brandon Majenovich. These are sick. These things are such good little boards. Windsor. These are fun boards. There's a lot of sick boards in here at the moment. You never pass up any section in the shop. You always got to see all of them because there's all this stuff hiding. It's been a long surf. I've checked out the shop for a bit. Tuned in some of those boards. I gotta go laminate some boards across the street and then go over to Timmy's and set some fins. But thanks for tuning back in to episode 16. Maybe drop something in the comments that you think I should go do. Snowboarding, surfing, mountain biking, motocross, off-road trucks. Let's see some suggestions. Maybe a board I should ride. If you saw one of these boards in here that you think that would be funny for me to ride, tell me in the comments. Cheers.
Say what's up to Poncho. Go to the store while my work is ready.